Welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, here in Spain, for what is expected to be a very closely contested race. Here's the venue we'll be racing at, known to the teams, well known to the drivers. Many will have raced here as teenagers. We've got 16 turns, the elevation of 30 meters, and some famous moments down through the years. In commentary, I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined once again by 2012 GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I imagine you've been around this track countless times by now. Any tips for the drivers out there today?
Yeah, you're right. This is a track that has been in rotation for both Formula 1 and Formula 2 for years now. My advice is to watch your tires management. The track has a bumpy surface that can be very demanding on drivers and tires. Play it safe most of the way around, then look at the long straight into turn 1 for overtake opportunities.
And here are the driver grid positions for today's race. An immense lap from Nobuharu Matsushita yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Robert Schwartzman in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Eilot, Piquet, Daniel Ticktum, and Daruvala, Dragovic, Schumacher, Armstrong, Yuki Tsunoda, Sato, Giotto, Guan Yu Zhou, and Mazepin, Markelot, Delatraz, Aitken, and Roy Nissany, Alesi, and Sean Galale, Lundgaard, and Guilherme Samaya completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Welcome back, race fans, to the FIA Formula 2 Championship, the road to getting good. I'm your commentator, Michael McBlam, driving for Guilherme Samaya, the number 10 for Campos Racing, and we are here at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, for the Spanish Grand Prix Round 3 of the F2 Championship. And we've got something in this car for today. I know we start qualifying P last as usual because we suck at qualifying, but we have something going for us today. It's going to be a little bit different. I feel like we have a really good Sector 1 and Sector 2, and we're really trash in Sector 3. But I think it can all even out. We had a 16th place run in practice, and I did notice in qualifying that we were actually running pole speed up until we got to Sector 3, and Turn 13 has really been the biggest problem for us in terms of traction coming out of that corner. I have spun the car multiple times, so hopefully the new setup and the adjustments that I made will help with that. But we may have a run. We may have a points run. We're going to try to be as aggressive as possible, and we're going to do our absolute best. So, the road to getting good is about to commence. Let's go racing here at Barcelona. All right, ladies and gentlemen, when the 5 red lights go out, the last 2 points challenge is about to commence, and here we go. 5 red lights are out. Round 3 of the Formula 2 Championship is underway. We're strategically going to drop back here. Don't worry, I got the plan. The plan has been enacted as we go to the outside, right around the outside. Tried to get to it, Alesi couldn't quite get there. We pick up 3 spots in turn 1 and 2. Contact with Lundgaard. We go into turn number 3, trying to hold the grip on the outside. We do get the position. Now looking into turn 4, contact with Alesi. We go to his outside. We keep our foot in it. Still more contact in the back there. Little contact with Markelov. Alesi takes the spot back along with Jack Aitken. Oh, we look to the inside. Trying to wrestle a position away from Alesi. We do get there inside of our teammate Jack Aitken. Aitken gives us the position. Oh, he drives it really hard back into the turn there. Here's where we usually kind of mess up a little bit here. Turn 9. Turn 9 has not been our friend. It's usually hard to try to figure out what the braking zone is, how much pressure to actually put in the brake. We look to the inside. Big dive bomb into turn number 10. Our teammate Jack Aitken follows us through. Going through turn 11 and 12, coming up to treacherous turn number 13. This has been the big problem area for us. We get through no problem. Actually able to maintain our position. And ladies and gentlemen, that is one lap around Barcelona. Trying to figure out how to set up Delatraz here as we go into turn number 1. Backing it up so we don't run him over. Okay, into turns number 2. Let off just a little bit here, just kind of easing in the throttle. The hards are driving a little bit different here. If you look to the inside of Delatraz, can we get the position? Can we make it stick? We do. We might be able to get Mazepin. Outside of Mazepin, we squeeze him out into P14. I said on Giotto now. As we go through turn 7 and 8, coming up on turn 9. Don't mess this up. I messed it up. That's okay. We didn't lose too much time on Giotto there. You gotta slow down a whole lot for this big sharp turn. Turn number 10, going through 11 and 12 here. We got a little bit squirrely going into 12. Can we hold the position? Make it stick. Come on, grip up, car, grip up. We got it, we got it. Alright. No problems through turn number 10 so far. Ooh, boy. Nobuharu Matsushita, the pole sitter, logs the fastest lap of the race just then. As we complete the second lap. Seems that DRS is now enabled, but I'm getting a little bit concerned here. We do have some cloud cover, and yeah, the rain is starting. The rain is starting. I don't think we can run DRS in the rain. Yeah, we're getting some light sprinkles on our camera here. So that's mildly terrifying. Can we get to the outside of Giotto? She closes the door. Big move on Giotto into turn number 6. We clear him. Here we go into 7 and 8. Oh boy, yep, the tire grip is starting to go away very quickly. Alright. Come on, grip up. Oh man. Oh, this is a bad time, Jeff. This is a bad time. Okay. Made it out of turn 10. Relatively painless right there. Into turn 11 and 12. Coming up on treacherous turn number 13, but I'm betting that's just so I can pit for some wet tires. Because, man... Oh, we wheel hopped it into turn number 13! Around we go in front of the field! Oh, we managed to lock it down. Nobody hits us. Yellow flag in this section. And we've fallen back to last place. Oh, we had such a good run going. The tires just didn't grip up in the wet. We definitely gotta make sure we come down. I'm checking the MFD now. I can't see our strategy anymore. I'm guessing it's because it's on a time limit. So I'm gonna have to put in a box this lap next time by, plus our teammate's already in the pit, so it's no sense in trying to come down now. Alright. So everyone's gonna pit for wet tires, most likely, or intermediate, somewhere, intermediates or something. No, they are pitting for more hards, or, no. These guys have not come down pit road yet, okay. So these guys are basically doing the same thing I'm doing, except not because we spun out. Okay, we got a new strategy. Yes, we got... I swear, you choose the stupidest times to do this. But okay. We got a new strategy. Looks like 2 stops. We're going to come in, and we need to get some wet tires on, man. We need to get some wet tires on. I've got no grip whatsoever. Yeah. I'm struggling. I can't even get the car slowed down. This is unfortunate. We had such a good run going, man. We had such a good run, but it's a long race. The rain's coming down. There is no DRS really. Okay, we got Schwartzman looking to our inside. Oh, I just can't get it slowed down. I just can't get it slowed down. I've got no grip on these hard tires. Alright, easy. Come on. Alright, Matsushita went on by. Schwartzman is kind of being held up behind us. I'm trying to take it as easy as possible. I'm sorry, I'm kind of parking the bus here. But give me some time here, man. Give me some time. Yeah, these guys must have taken hards. I don't understand this pit strategy right now. Because, yeah, these guys were up front, so they came down pit road. But did they take hards? Yeah, they're coming down again. I don't understand what's going on. Were we supposed to come down and pit for hards and then pit for wets? I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. Okay, teammate is in the pits behind us. They're putting wet tires on. Alright, let us go. Okay. Okay, we're going to cycle out P3? P2? What's happening right now?
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
10-4, Jeff. I have no idea what's happening right now. I have no clue what's happening. So I feel like everyone came down pit road, but it felt like they pit for hards and not for wets. And then they come down the very next lap and pit for wets? I don't understand that. I am lost on that pit strategy right now. That's not making any real sense to me. Unless I'm missing something. Because at first I thought, I was like, oh, these guys were behind me, so... Yeah, but I was like, then I just realized, like, wait a minute, I was last, so... I shouldn't have... There shouldn't have been anybody behind me unless these guys were coming up to lap me. But that wasn't the case. So they came down and pit for hard tires while it was raining, and then came down the very next lap and pit for wets. And it might be a fuel thing. Maybe it's something with the fuel, and I'm just not savvy enough to understand what's going on here. But we're currently sitting P2 right now. I don't know how this is happening. I'm not sure if we pulled off some type of strategy here. We go through treacherous turn 13. I had to catch the car a little bit there. I'm still having a little bit of trouble off of 13. I added extra downforce in the car, so I didn't really have too much of a problem with grip. But it just...
Okay, the car ahead is pulling away from you at the rate of around 2 seconds a lap.
Yeah, we're not catching Matsushita, guy. We're not catching Matsushita. I'm not necessarily worried about that. Okay, oh boy. Schwartzman looking left and right, trying to get his way around us so he can get up there to Matsushita. We're just kind of parking the bus a little bit here. He's going to have a bit of a handful trying to get around us here in these first two sections. His best chance to get around us is going to be in sector number 3. But he's going to have to get himself in position. This is a hard track to pass on, and you have to get everything you can get either on a restart or on the very start of the race. Now he's looking all over us. But there's no DRS, so that's going to make things more difficult for him. See, right here is a good spot where he could... I think this is the DRS zone, yeah. So right here is a good spot where he could have gotten around us, but because there's no DRS, he can't really do anything about that. Okay, turn 9, 10, 11. This is our bad section here. 12 isn't so bad, it's just 13. 13 I've got to slow down so much and really be careful getting back onto the gas, and I'm never quite sure how to take this chicane. But I'll figure it out as the race goes on. Oh boy, Schwartzman really looking now. And I think we've got straight line speed on him. 10-4. Oh, here he comes, Schwartzman. He's going to try to look to the inside. Can't quite get there before we get into turn 1. Everyone's got to slow down. Here we go. Oh boy, easy, easy, easy. Some of these curves you got to be really, really careful with, especially in the rain. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time, Schwartzman. The name of the game is to park the bus right now, but we do have another pit stop coming up, so that's going to be most likely good for them. Okay, yeah, like I said, like we have really good pace in sectors 1 and 2. It's just 3 that we tend to struggle on. Overdrove that one a little bit, but what else is new? Of course, this is me we're talking about here. But yeah, I'm trying to be much more aggressive. Much more aggressive and try to take more chances than I've normally been taking, because I feel like that a lot of that has attributed to just the poor finishes I have. You know, it's one of those things like, if I don't know if you've ever have a challenge that was complete. I wasn't aware that I had a challenge. Okay, easy. Into turn 13. Ooh, boy, okay. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Alright, here comes Schwartzman looking to the outside. He tries to get there, nowhere to go. We squeeze him out. There's a whole line of race cars behind us. Schwartzman, PK, Armstrong, all right there. While Matsushita is just pulling away. Oh boy. If I wasn't such a pansy, I could probably catch up to him relatively quick, but like I said, I am still learning. Okay, easy. Oh, that... The wet tires have more grip than I think they do, but I still have to be very careful. Trying to... Yeah. Yeah, I still have to be very careful. I still have to try to back up the corners a bit more and not get on the gas as quickly as I would under normal circumstances, obviously. It's just, I still have to remember to do that, but I do have to understand that there is a lot more grip in these tires. Oh boy. Oh, wow. That was... that was a really good turn right there. Okay, here we go into turn 10. Yeah, that was a really good turn 9. Got off of that turn really good. Turn 10 was pretty good. Not a terrible turn 11. Yeah, not a terrible turn 11 at all. And 12. It's 13 that's going to be the problem. See, I start to wheel hop in there, man. It's just like I get on the brakes and it's just like, no. It's like I don't have any grip on the tires and it just wants to wheel hop. And of course, wheel hopping causes you to spin out, and there you go. It's like I don't have the downforce in there.
We're going to put you on the full wet tire.
Well, I'm already on the full wet tire, but thank you. At least I think I am. It says W, so I'm assuming I am on the full wet tire here. We're coming in 2 laps. Matsushita is pulled away to now a 12.5 second lead. Meanwhile, we're just back here holding up the field. See, okay, it must be fuel. It must be a fuel situation, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be a fuel situation. Ugh. Okay. That wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible. We did still manage to pull a gap on Schwartzman there. Okay. I always mess this one up because I feel like I need to get on the brakes harder than I actually have to. Here's where it's just like you need to just really back it up. I think, okay, I got in there pretty good that time. Got in there just about, wow, almost perfect. Okay, 11, turn 12. And yeah, I did go around this track long enough to pretty much learn all of the turns. At least what their numbers are. Realize where I am. Okay. I didn't feel good enough to actually get down on the throttle there off turn 16. It just felt like it was floaty there. I had to pedal it more than I wanted to. Okay, backing it down into turn 1. Should be coming in next time. Ooh, Schwartzman take a peek to the outside there. I gave him the room. We couldn't quite get there in time though, so we're going to go ahead and close the door. Trying to look at the track map and see where everybody's running. Matsushita is pretty much taken off. Alright, so 20 minutes more of heavy rain, which means pretty much to the end of the race. Oh boy, easy, easy, easy. Okay. Alright, that wasn't too terrible. I'm still backing that up way more than I need to. Luckily, it also seems like the AI is starting to do that as well. I overdrove that just a tick. Just a tick. But I'm not doing awful here. Okay, so I know next time. When it starts to get wet, you need to do something different in that corner. You need to do something different there. Because the hards, when it starts raining, the hards have no grip. Wow. Okay, coming down this lap. So I'm interested to know where that's going to put us. I said the only thing I can think of is fuel, but only 1 lap difference? I'm not sure about that, so I don't know. I'm gonna do what Jeff is telling me to do. But in the comment section, remember, this is the road to getting good, so I'm gonna rely on your feedback a lot, guys. So in the comment section, make sure you tell me if I should have pit here or not. I'm going to do it because he's telling me to, but should I be pitting here or not? That's the question. So like I said, I don't know if it's fuel. I don't know if these tires are just not going to last the whole way. We do have a long race to go. And we're starting to pull a gap on these guys now. It feels like the tires are coming in. It really does. It feels like the tires are starting to come in. Maybe these guys are starting to fall off a bit. But we're still slow in Sector 3. Not a whole lot we can do about that. We're still dangerously slow. Matsushita is just holding it down. 16 seconds ahead now. Even though we're starting to pull a gap on these guys, he's still just way too fast for us. All right, coming down pit road. All right. So we're obviously going to lose quite a few spots, especially since we pretty much stacked up the entire field here. Does it seem that anyone else is coming down? And how about Jack Aiken? He's going to almost be in the top 10. He might be up there.
Release.
All right. 6.1 second pit stop. I'm interested to see where we kind of shake out here. We're probably going to shake out last. I'm not 100% sure on it. And no. Okay. Looks like Mazepin is going to fall in behind us. He's not going to get to us before this turn. Okay. Alright, currently sitting P20. So yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know. There's probably something on the MFD that I needed to figure out, but as you guys know, this is post-race Mikey. So, this is post-commentary Mikey. So, yeah, I can't do it at this moment. But yeah, if I was doing something wrong, definitely let me know. Yeah. Something told me to come down when I had spun out to get those wet tires. Something told me to come down then, but one, I did not, throw up a box this lap. I didn't throw that up, as well as my teammate was also in the pit, so that would have just been an extreme hold up there. So I thought I would just go with the extra lap, even though like the tires felt awful and I felt like I was going to spin out at every moment. But okay, Callum Ilott is out of the race. Oh, that is not good. Callum Ilott, the points leader, out of the race. Oh no, Dan Ticktum also involved.
You've taken P19.
Callum Ilott and Dan Ticktum, 1-2 in the points, have had major trouble on the front stretch. That is big. When they say major points implication right here. This is not what they needed. Because Callum Ilott was only leading by 4 points over Dan Ticktum. So whoever is in third is pretty much in the catbird seat. All they have to do is make sure they finish this race. Oh man. So this might be this might be setting up to be a one heck of a series. Just points wise, man. I'm not 100% sure who was sitting third in points. I'll have to go back and check that, obviously, after the race is over, but man, we overdrove that a little bit. Well, not that we overdrove it, we just tried to get back on it a little bit too soon. Plus, it takes a little bit for these tires to come in, so once the tires start to come in, it's just like, man, we're on it. Okay, not many laps to go. Only 7 laps to go, coming to 6 this time by Mazepin's.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track.
Yeah, we'll see about that. It's pretty much going to rain to the end of the race there, but yeah, Mazepin's trying to put a little bit of pressure on us here, but like I said, it's very hard to pass. They're going to have the whole lot of trouble getting around us in sector number 1. Well, not if I do that. So I'm guessing you already noticed here that I have changed the driving line.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tires need to last till the end of the race.
It's 10-4, Jeff. So I'm guessing you guys are obviously aware that I've changed the driving line. We no longer have the full driving line on. We only have the driving line on for the corners. Reason being is because I want to get away from trying to race the racetrack. And what I'm looking for, and I also changed it to 3D instead of 2D, but what I'm looking for is trying to understand where my braking zones are. If I know where my braking zones are, then I know roughly when to get back on the gas, and I can learn the track a little bit more that way. So probably, within a couple of years, through this season, next year's season, which will probably be on F1 2021, and then so on and so forth. I'd probably say give me a couple of years, give a couple of times through the racetracks, then I'll probably not even need the lines anymore. I'll understand the tracks and know the tracks well enough to be able to navigate around them. But yeah, I've turned that off, mainly because, like I said, I don't want breaking the draft here. I'm not swerving all over the place like I'm trash. I'm not that trash though. No, just trying to break the draft on Mazepin here. But, yeah, there's a few things like I like about this version is because I don't have to be looking at this line right now. I don't have to be watching it. So what I do have to watch for is this 3D line. So when it's up, it's catching my attention. When it's down, it's not. So when it's up, I know I need to be on the brakes or I need to be slowing down. When it's down, boop, and then I know I'm fine. I'm good. You know, I don't have to be on the brakes anymore, you know, so. Also been trying to pump the brakes a whole lot more rather than slam my foot down on them. There's little things, just little adjustments I've been making throughout this series and throughout racing here at this racetrack. Little adjustments I've been trying to make, little things I've been trying to figure out to improve my driving in Formula One. And it has greatly increased my understanding of, especially road course racing in general, you know? Because I was never good. I'm still bad. I'm still very bad, obviously. You see that. I'm still very bad. But it's baby steps, you know? It's baby steps. And your guys' support is always, always much appreciated. All right. 4 laps to go here at Barcelona. I'm not sure if anything's going to be happening here. Ooh, okay, as soon as I say that, lost focus a little bit here, but yeah, as soon as I say that, yeah, what I'm thinking about doing is just going ahead and, thinking about just going ahead and fast forwarding to the end here because it doesn't look like anything's going on. And if I didn't have 2 races, I don't typically do that. That's not something I typically do. Obviously, in my racing content, I typically leave in the entire race. But we're at a point now where there's not a whole lot going on. I'm just kind of running laps around here, trying to hold off Mazepin back there. You know, it's going to be like a little dance that we do. You know, I'm gonna pull him sections 1 and 2. I'm gonna be pulling away from him. Sector 3, he's catching me. So it's going to be that over and over and over again. If I start to catch Nissani or anything like that, I'll go ahead and cut back in. But right now, I don't think there's a lot going on. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to either the final lap or when some action starts to happen. So I'll see you in a few. Alright, coming off turn number 16 for the final lap here at Barcelona.
This is your final lap of the race.
Thank you, Jeff. And like I said, it's pretty much just been a dance between myself and Mazepin. We have just been kind of playing the whole... Ooh, I screwed up that turn. Alright, he caught up quite a bit there. Because I screwed that turn up, he caught up quite a bit there. But yeah, we've been just playing the whole I pull away sectors 1 and 2, he catches up in sector 3. Unfortunately, not able to do anything with Nissani. And Nobuharu Matsushita has just, you know, put on a clinic. He is pretty much gone. He is in a league of his own, completely by himself. Nobody can catch the man. As we see here, the race winner, Nobuharu Matsushita, probably by a good 10 seconds over the rest of the field. We're trying to come out of turn 9 here as we screw it up once again. I'm going to get that turn down eventually. But here we go. We're into turn number 3. Schwartzman is probably in second. But man, real tough break. I screwed this one up too. Come on, grip up. We're fine. Okay. Yeah, definitely tough break for Colin Milot. So, like I said, imagine he is going to lose the points lead after this race. Oh man, Mazepin putting some serious pressure on, but yeah, we've got it. Checkered flag here at Barcelona, P18.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
All right, the driver of the race is Jack Aiken, our teammate. GG, Jack. You carrying the team on your shoulders.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but a very important win nonetheless. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Simply, they are just a better driver in the way. Here in Formula 2 we know the cars are the same, so it's not down to machinery. They can just handle the weather better than everyone else. I mean, they can have the throttle open longer, they can push more, brake later, and are able to handle it all. They make it look like they have a much faster car, but it's a pure skill behind the wheel. Really incredible driving.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be MP Motorsport picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' table. Pedro Piquet takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Probably Jack Aiken. You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete driver thing.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams' Championship. Prema moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, Carlin moved up the table with another strong performance this weekend. Goodbye for now then. But we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Alright guys, so here are the race results for the feature race at Barcelona. Nobuharu Matsushita is your race winner, followed by Robert Schwartzman. Pedro Piquet finishes third, fast on the last car on the podium. I was trying to say fast car on the podium. That was obviously Matsushita. But anyway, we have Mark Armstrong in fourth, Daruvula in fifth. Sixth is Marino Sato, Luca Giotto in seventh. Aiken, our teammate, in eighth. He's carrying the team once again. Felipe Drugovich in ninth, and rounding out the top 10 is Artem Mokolov. And here is the rest of the field where you can pick out your favorite driver. From F2, we finished 18th. Unfortunately, after our spin, we probably could have done a whole lot better, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and check out what the standings are going to look like here after Barcelona. So Pedro Piquet, as you heard him say, Pedro Piquet is in the points lead, followed only by, he's only down by 1 point, or only up by 1 point. I can't speak today. Only up by 1 point over Kalamilat. You have Nobuharu Matsushita pulling up third. Fourth is Dan Tiftum. Fifth is Robert Schwartzman. Artem Mokolov in sixth. Christian Lundgaard in seventh. Eighth is Jihan Daruvula. Ninth is Marina Sato. And rounding out the top 10 is Yuki Tsunoda. Jack Aiken is in 11th. We have fallen back to 16th. Unfortunately, but I mean, we've only got 2 points on the entire season. He probably had a good shot to get it today, but unfortunately, I couldn't handle slicks under the wet conditions. I tried, and it was every time I got into that corner, I felt the car getting light on me, and I should have went ahead and came down the second I started to feel that. I should have put in a box this lap, but I didn't do that, unfortunately, and we paid the price for it. So let's go ahead, move on to the sprint race, which should be a lot less painful, hopefully, crossing fingers.
We've reversed the top 8 from yesterday's race to set the grid for the sprint race here today, and the drivers are almost ready on the grid down below. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. there looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking out for today?
Well, Alex, I want to see how the drivers at the back of the grid are going to roll down. They'll need to make an impact in the early stages, and they're probably hoping for a bit of luck at the start. We may see some bold maneuvers out there today.
Alright, so the feature obviously never seems to go how we want it to go, but we've got 5 laps here, and it is sunny, and we're on the softs. So it's about to go down, as Davide Valsecchi said. He's going to be looking for some bold maneuvers. Look for some bold maneuvers to come from this number 10 vehicle for Campos Racing. Let's go ahead and jump in. I am hungry for points. I'm going to be as aggressive and careful as possible, but I'm hungry for some points. Let's see what we can do here in the sprint. Alright, Campos Racing teammates on opposite ends of the field. Who will be the one to bring home the checkered flag here after 5 laps in Barcelona? 5 red lights are out, the sprint race is on. Got a good jump on the start there, but nowhere to go. We're going to have to try to look into the middle here. Oh, contact with Guan Yu Zhou. As we go into turn 1, there are 3 abreast up in front of us. Nissany takes advantage of that situation. We look to his outside. Can we get there? Can we grip up around the top? And we're still side by side, trying to fight him off. Don't want to get into Guan Yu Zhou once again. Nissany takes advantage of that situation. He goes to the inside of Guan Yu Zhou. So we're about to go to turn 4. Ooh, I managed to outbrake just about everybody. As we pick up a few spots there. Lost the position on the start. Gained back about 4 positions just then. We're now P15. Looks like our teammate is pretty much starting to run away with it here as we get to the inside of Delatraz. Slight contact off of turn number 9. Oh, sorry, turn 10 into 11 and 12. We've got the grip now, boys. We got some softs on here. Let's see how it handles in treacherous turn 13. Not awful. Actually, we did gain some ground on Sonoda. We might have something for these guys here. Fastest lap, Jack Aiken, Campos Racing teammate. Schumacher back here in 12th. Can we get our way up into the points? Gonna try to see what we could do here with Sonoda and Schumacher. They're next on the list. Oh yeah, these tires are gripping up, man. They are gripping up. All right, dive bomb to the inside of Sonoda. Couldn't quite get there. He shuts the door. We're still maintaining our speed on him. And we clear him. Oh, another one inside of Schumacher. Right to the back of Lundgaard. Looking to the inside of Lundgaard for the 11th spot. Tight racing off turn number 9. And we clear him. My gosh. P11. We're not playing around here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Oh, I got it to the back of Dragovich. Dang it. I thought I could get it woed up in time. I did not, unfortunately. No warning that time. I guess the stewards weren't paying attention. So, all right. To the treacherous turn 13. Right. Through 14 and 15 into 16, and Jack is just racking up those fast laps, man. Oh, we almost did it. Sector 3, man. It's Sector 3 every single time. We had 2 purples, 2 race bests in Sector 1 and 2, but when it comes to Sector 3, man, we just struggle so badly. All right, grip up, grip up. Come on, baby, grip up. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Did not have a good set of turns there. That kind of threw off my Threw off the run I was having on Drugovich, but I've got quite a bit of a run here as we look to his inside. Ooh, contact off turn number 8. Or rather, excuse me, turn number 6. Here's 7 and 8. Losing where I am on the racetrack. Racing so hard. And ladies and gentlemen, oh no, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We got 2 more positions. DRS is engaged. Sights now set on Artem Makalov. Can we get to his inside? Outbreak him into turn number 10. Spike contact, which we're banging wheels. If we go into turn number 11, clear.
Made it look easy.
That was nothing easy about that, Jeff. There was nothing easy about that. Personal best in sector number 2 once again. Race best, actually. As we come off turn number 16. 1 more position to go to get into the points. 2 laps to go. Fastest lap. How about that? We got a red and we were still got the fastest lap of the race. All right. Up into the top 10 into turns 1 and 2. Oh, man, Markelov is putting on all the pressure. Oh, but we got the grip here in turn number 3. He's got nothing for us there. Here we go into turn 4. Looking at Matsushita. That's the next victim. Can we get our first ever points finish? Don't overdrive it. Don't overdrive it. We've got the fastest lap of the race so far, unless Jack wants to steal that from us. Come on, Jack, don't do this to me, man. I need these points. Oh. Starting to lose a little bit of grip off turn number 8 that time. Alright, DRS is engaged. Catching up to Matsushita. Late braking, man. Trying to gain as much ground as I possibly can. Turn number 11. Oh man, we got into the gravel. Easy. Save it. Oh, we got into Markelov.
We've been awarded a time penalty. Finishing
Oh.
time at the end of the race.
Oh, that stinks. That stinks, man.
This is your final lap. Final lap of the
All
race.
right. Final lap of the race. Markelov might get around us here, but that's okay. I think we can catch. Oh, we got a side-by-side battle into turn number 1. Who's going to make it stick? Oh, he's got the run on the outside of turn 2. Drugovich tried to take advantage of that situation. Couldn't quite get there. That's okay. We can get back around Markelov here. It's not a points finish anyway, but I just kind of want this position just to, for prosperity at this point. We'll see if we can get to the inside of Love and clear him. Yes, sir. Tried to run a little bit wide there. Yeah, see, I do have a problem with them not avoiding you when you're wrecking. Like, I could have saved the car. I could have saved it. It was just a matter of, like, just get off of... move out of the way to when I'm wrecking. I know I shouldn't be wrecking, but at the same time, it's like if you see someone wrecking in front of you, you're not just going to exit the corner on the very, you're not going to exit the corner normally. You're going to try to avoid them, and that's the problem I have. It's like we should have... Oh, man. Okay, that wheel hop's starting to come back. Luckily, this is the last lap of the race here. All right. Jack Aiken carrying the team on his shoulders once again. He wins the sprint race here at Barcelona. And we are unfortunately going to finish 14th after our 2-second penalty. But in my heart, it was a 9th place finish. And we got driver of the day. Maybe. I don't know. We might lose that after everything.
Brilliant stuff from Campos today. What a superb victory. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of each stint and to make the best use of these tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Campos have come a really long way in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn the top spot. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Pedro Piquet, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Jack Aitken. It was probably one of his best drivers of the season, and I was impressed.
And now a look at the team standings. Carlin moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from ART this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
All right, so here are the race results. How about Jack? How about Jack, man? Good job, Jack Aiken. He is carrying the team. The man is carrying the team. Followed by, all right, so he wins the race, followed by Giotto Daruvala in third, Marina Sato in fourth. Fifth is Marcus Armstrong. We have Pedro Piquet, Robert Schwartzman, Nobuharu Matsushita, Artem Markelov, and rounding out the top 10 is Felipe Drugovich. Should have been us, man. Should have been us. It should have been us. Anyway, here's the rest of the field. Pick out your favorite driver. We finished 14th after the time penalty, which is unfortunate. We have Alisi, who finishes the in last place, 22nd in last place. Checking out the point standings, we have Pedro Piquet still leading the points, now 5 points over Nobuharu Matsushita. Callum Aylott has fallen to third. Dan Ticktum has also fallen back to fourth place. Rounding out the top 5, you have Robert Schwartzman, Artem Markelov, then Jack Aiken with his win today moves up into 7th. We have Jahan Daruvala, Marina Sato, and Christian Lundgaard round out the top 5. We are all the way back in 16th, dropped yet another spot. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. Anyway, guys, that was the Spanish Grand Prix Formula 2 style, and it was fun. It was fun. Obviously, you guys see I got a lot more aggressive in this particular race. I'd been kind of keeping my eye on Spain quite a bit from other YouTubers and watching them race at Spain, watching my buddy Aaron race there, and you know, other guys, you know, Winval, T Martin, kind of like watching them, seeing what they're doing at the racetrack and everything, and trying to understand the track a little bit more. I still struggle in qualifying, and obviously, you know, that whole sector 3, we struggle a whole lot. We struggle a whole heck of a lot in that entire third sector there. But that first one's awesome. The first one works out. We just have to get the whole package where we're okay. Where it's like the first sector we're good, second sector we're okay, and then that third sector is like, all right, we need to figure out what's gonna go on here. This is gonna sound weird because I know I wrecked into Markelov. I know I wrecked into him, but the one thing I would say is, like, I wish they would try to avoid you. If you're wrecking, I wish they would try to avoid you. That's the one thing that I feel like is missing a little bit, because, you know, I'm coming off of the gravel, I'm wrecking, full on wrecking, and they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna exit the corner as normal. I'm not gonna try to move to the other side of the racetrack or anything like that. So yeah, you slam into them, and it's like, you know, it is what it is. You know, this is an old game at this point. You know, we got 2021 coming out, not too far from now, so. That's the only thing I would say. Like, wish they would try to avoid you a little bit. I could have saved the race car, no problem. Not no problem, like, but I'm saying, like, I could have saved the race car and not hit him. You know, like I just would have lost a couple spots. I could have got that back. No penalties needed for that kind of stuff. So, like I said, I understand, like, you know, if I'm moving people out of the way, I'm doing the whole NASCAR bump and run. I definitely get it, you know, getting like the 2-second, 5-second penalties and stuff like that. I definitely understand it. I definitely get it. It's just like certain times where I'm just like, you could have tried to avoid me. You know, if I see somebody wrecking, I'm not gonna try to exit the corner like he's not there. You know, I'm gonna try to get out of the way. So that's the only thing I would say. Like, yeah, try to get out of the way a little bit. They did slow down. They just didn't try to get out of the way. So that's the only criticism I would probably levy at the game right now. I know there's other problems with it, but my lack of experience is not going to. I can't full on criticize the game 100% because I have a serious lack of experience, obviously. But Spain was fun. Spain was fun. I was hearing that Spain was going to be a little bit difficult. It is, but when the tires grip up, man, it's just like you feel like Superman out there or whatever. And it's just I took a lot of what I learned from the Netherlands and try to apply that here. Like I said, I was watching other people, took a lot from other YouTubers who play this game, and also took a lot of what I learned at the Netherlands and just tried to apply it here. You see, I turned off the racing line for the most part, except for the corner. So that's the only one I wanted to see was like the racing line in the corners. And I put it 3D. And the reason I put it 3D, so it's like when I'm looking, I can see it rise up and I can see it lower down. Once I see it lower down, I know what I can kind of stop focusing on it. And I don't have to really necessarily run the line that it wants me to run. I just need to know where my a lot of where my braking points and stuff are, you know. So some good technical portions of the racetrack here that I was able to kind of capitalize on, but that one set of turns was eating my lunch. That one set of turns, especially when you get to that final chicane, it was eating my lunch because I could feel the back tires lift, and every time I got into that, right before I got to the chicane, every time I felt like my back tires lift up, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna spin. But it didn't happen this time around. I tried to get too much and went out there in the gravel, which is really what happened. Tried to get too much out of the race car, and it just wasn't having it. You know, it's just like I was hoping it would grip up, like it has done, but it didn't grip up there, and I went off the racetrack, unfortunately. But overall, I'd say thumbs sideways. Not a thumbs down, that was last week. Not a thumbs up, which was probably the first race, but this was like a thumbs sideways. You know, if like I felt like I had some competitiveness here, and I was a little less scared. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need to like wreck a few times, and when like you get that out of your system, it's like, yeah, okay, you know, if I wreck, I wreck. It is what it is, you know, and not worry about these guys pinching you. If they pinch you, you know, you just gotta. I don't want to have the NASCAR mentality to where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep my foot in it or whatever, but I'm not going to back off. I'm not gonna back down like I have been in previous races. It's just where it's like they would just pinch me down. I'm like, nah, it's not going down, homie. I refuse to take that. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can carry this momentum into the hardest racetrack that exists on the planet. Oh gosh. We got Monaco, ladies and gentlemen. We got Monaco coming up next time. So this month, I believe it's going to be not 100%. I think it's going to be like third week of June. So this is first week of June. So like third week of June, I'm expect this race and expect it to go absolutely horrible. But you know, I'm glad it's early. I'd rather get it done early and get it out of the way so that it's, you know, it's like it's behind me and I have the experience. I've never raced at Monaco. All of these tracks I've really never been to. There's only like a select few that I've really been to.
Azerbaijan, I've been there. I've been to like a few tracks that I've been to. Some of these are actually in other games that I've actually been and raced on. Monaco, I've never been there. Never been there. Seen it. It's pretty terrifying, but I'm not I'm not scared like I have been. Like every time like I would try to boot up this game and go into recording, I was always scared. This track, I wasn't scared. You know, I was a little nervous, but I'm like, I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm not gonna try to think about this stuff too much, and then try to do what I do best and just try to race as best as I can. I'm gonna do the same here at Monaco. I know it's not going to go well, but I'm just gonna, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna run with it, and I'm gonna do the absolute best that I can. It's going to be an absolute nightmare to try to pass people here, but you're gonna see things that you would never see in real life executed by me, and should be fun. It should be fun. But up until then, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into Formula 2 racing here on McBlam Racing. If you enjoy these races, I do them every weekend following the F2 Championship IRL with a few additions. So Monaco, there is no race here in June, but well, there is no second race here in June, but we're going to do Monaco anyway because we have 4 more races than the actual season does. So be sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video, comment your feedback down below. I always read that, and I always it always helps out a lot. Any feedback, any type of hints, any tips or anything like that always helps out a whole lot. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the support on the series, and until next time, I'll see you on the road to getting good.